Let's put it this way.
Put it any way you like.
You've been giving us evils as you walk past our van. You've got into boots.
Yeah.
You're fiddling about with a lot of stuff and coming out again.
I don't know what you're talking about evils.
Why are you being so cagey?
Am I obliged to answer your questions?
The fact is, you're very cagey right from the start, mate. And
Listen,
the fact that
don't give me a police nonsense.
All right, okay.
Cagey. What grounds can I?
Well, I'll tell you what.
Yeah. What power and authority are you acting under at this time?
I'm going to search you under Section 1 of PACE.
What are your grounds? Hold on.
I've told you. Listen to me.
On what grounds?
Okay. Listen.
You tell me what grounds.
Okay. If you
tell me what grounds.
Listen to me.
I'm listening.
All right, I'm going to search you.
You are
under
depriving
Section 1
me
of
of my
PACE.
liberty and freedom. Article 5 of the European Convention of Human Rights.
We're going to handcuff you for a minute.
For what reason?
Right.
Hey, what grounds?
Give me a second.
What grounds?
Just give us a second.
I want grounds.
Listen, we'll explain all that in a second. So at this moment in time,
Hey,
listen,
relax.
Listen,
you relax.
You relax.
Sir, just listen to me.
Yeah,
right?
I'm listening.
Okay. So at this moment, you've been detained for the purpose of search.
On what grounds?
And that's what we're going to
If you give me a chance, I'll explain it.
So
you should have explained it before.
Stopping a man simply because he supposedly gave evils or looked shifty is an astonishingly weak basis for detention and search. That is not reasonable suspicion under any legal standard. It's personal bias disguised as policing. If that's all it takes, anyone with a neutral or annoyed expression becomes a target. That isn't policing, that's profiling. Even worse, when Alan rightfully asks for the legal grounds of search, which he's fully entitled to know, the officers dismiss him, promising to explain in a moment. That isn't just bad practice, it's a clear breach of the PACE Code of Practice. Officers are legally required to state their grounds before conducting a search. Skipping this crucial step removes the only safeguard protecting the public from arbitrary or unlawful searches.
Okay, just bear with us, because we want to explain that to you.
Right.
So let my colleague explain what he needs to explain.
Okay.
However, it's really important that you don't interrupt him and let him finish what he's
going to
say.
let him finish.
But one thing I just want to add is at this moment in time, you're obviously detained. We'll explain why you're detained.
You should have done that before. No. Human rights, it's very clear.
Can I explain something to you? We're entitled and able to say you are detained for the purpose of search.
Under
which
what
is
grounds?
what we've done, and that's what we're about to explain.
Okay, tell me.
Okay.
Don't use any cagey nonsense.
I'm not going to say cagey.
I will remind you.
Be quiet for a minute, I'll explain it.
And obviously we've used force temporarily due to your demeanour. And you've got handcuffs on you, okay? Until the search is completed,
right, well,
and
I don't consent.
You're free to leave.
I do not consent.
Okay, I appreciate that.
To any searches or seizures.
Doesn't matter about consent.
It does, because you have no grounds here.
Unfortunately, you don't have to. Okay. Right.
Thank you.
My colleagues to explain everything.
Right, are you filming this?
Yes.
Right, well, I'll be doing an accessory.
I completely understand, and you're entitled to do that.
After handcuffing Alan, the officer tried to justify using force by pointing to Alan's demeanor. That isn't a legal justification. It's a subjective excuse to escalate the situation. Alan wasn't resisting, threatening, or violent. He was vocal, but only because his rights were being blatantly violated. Defending yourself during an unlawful stop doesn't make you dangerous. It makes you informed. What's deeply troubling is how officers confuse frustration with aggression. Instead of acknowledging a citizen's right to challenge an unlawful act, they treat emotion as hostility. In this case, the officer essentially punished Alan for reacting to an unjust encounter. That mindset flips accountability. Expecting citizens to stay silent and compliant while excusing officers from properly justifying their actions. It erodes trust and undermines confidence in fair, lawful policing.
To explain everything you need to know.
Okay, explain it.
All right.
Right, explain it.
So, we've seen you come past the van, as I said.
Right, thank you. I'm coming down the road, minding my business.
Yeah, listen, let me explain.
Yeah.
Giving us evils, you're going to the shop.
What's evils, anyway?
Right, listen.
Can you go to the CPS with I was giving him evils?
You can, actually.
Can you?
Yeah.
And what would that amount to?
Do you want to let me explain the grounds then?
Carry on.
Okay. You go into the shop, you see him fiddling around.
Fiddling around?
Yeah.
I went in there for to do my business.
Okay. That's fine.
Yeah.
But I'm telling you from my point of view, fella.
I don't want your point of view unless it adds up
my
to
point
grounds.
of view is very,
Gives
very
you the
important.
authority to detain me.
Yeah. Can I explain something? Okay.
You seem to be the sensible one here.
We're both very sensible.
Okay.
My colleague is
you don't need to hold me.
Right?
You don't need to do that.
So first of all, do you mind if I grab a first name from you?
Like I said, I won't be providing any details.
Right.
There is no search outside Schedule 7 of the Terrorism Act that gives me the authority, or you the authority, to ask me
listen,
to give
you're
you
asking a lot of questions. I'm trying my best to answer them.
Alan made it clear from the start that he wasn't going to provide his details. A right he is fully entitled to exercise, especially when no valid grounds have been established. Yet the officer circled back, asking again as if that initial refusal had never happened. This isn't just redundant, it's tactical. Repeating the demand for ID, particularly after an unlawful detention, is a pressure tactic designed to wear someone down. The aim is simple. Keep looping the question until the subject cracks or complies out of frustration or confusion. More troubling, it exposes something deeper. Either the officer wasn't listening, which is careless and unprofessional during a detention, or he was listening and deliberately chose to ignore it. Either way, it reflects a mindset where some officers treat power as permission, not responsibility, eroding trust in policing.
If we reasonably suspect somebody is committing an offence or
on
anything
what
in relation
grounds,
to certain
reasonable grounds.
So as my colleague trying to explain to you, we have detained for the purpose of search. The grounds are in which, when you've walked down this road, you have been eyeballing our vehicle, you've been staring at us, and in our opinion, you seem to be paying a lot of attention to police.
Sir, your opinion doesn't
when you've
can you send your opinion
like I said,
to the CPS?
Talking. When you've gone into the shop, again, you've appeared to be very... You're sort of wandering around, and almost as if you're potentially up to no good.
I was putting this on,
and that's fair enough.
That's
fair enough. I'm talking about our perception.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
So that's one of the grounds why we've stopped you.
You don't have grounds.
You've come out after looking slightly suspicious, and we've perhaps thought, are you shoplifting? We're not sure.
Feelings and thoughts.
Again, our suspicions are up here.
Yeah.
We've come and spoke to you. You've been very anti-police. You're not willing to engage.
No. What I've done is I've exercised my absolute right.
You don't want to give any names.
My absolute right. I am not obliged to give you any details under any search power outside Schedule 7 of the Terrorism Act.
Quite simply to see if you've got anything on you that might be to do with shoplifting,
so we've got feelings,
stealing,
and just let's have a look.
With you to commit an offence.
The officer claimed Alan was fidgeting in the shop, twisting it into shoplifting suspicion. Alan immediately explained he was simply putting on his mask, a normal act, especially today. That should have ended the matter, but instead, the officer leaned on perception over fact. Basing suspicion on opinion, not evidence, turns harmless behavior into grounds for escalation and erodes public trust, making anyone a potential suspect without cause.
So this is PT 360.
Okay, listen, so you don't have to hold that hard. You don't have to do it.
Because of your mannerism.
Right, just relax.
I'm relaxed.
My mannerism. This is an unlawful detention by Section 5 of the Human Rights Act.
Of the Police and Criminal Evidence Act.
You've got no grounds. You have no grounds.
But you're trying to argue.
You gave me your feelings.
I'm going to reiterate you're detained. Alright?
You gave me your feelings, that's all.
So can I speak to one of you a minute?
Yeah.
You gave me your feelings and that was all. Who's the OIC here? Oi, are you the OIC? Are you the OIC here?
Can you hold that?
Sergeant, thank you. Maybe get some reason here. Sir, I'm being detained without grounds. And I'm being searched without grounds, except his feelings and his thoughts. And via the Human Rights Act, Section 5, this is an unlawful detention.
Have the officers given you the details of why?
They gave me their grounds. He gave me his feelings and he gave me his thoughts. I didn't give any grounds.
We have given grounds.
He gave me his feelings.
Listen, I'm going to do you a little favour. It's all on body worn anyway.
Right, good. I'll be getting that access information request.
Listen, maybe if you ask the officer to repeat them, he'll repeat them for you.
Okay, well, let's have it in. Can you repeat it before you carry on?
Can I put this back in your pocket first?
Because,
sir, I am being detained unlawfully. My human right is being contravened here. Section 5, not section, Article 5.
Article 5, yeah.
Yeah, okay, Article.
I understand all of what you're saying, but let the officer explain again.
Okay, are you listening?
I'm listening.
Sergeant, because I'm relying on you to be impartial here.
I'm listening.
Right, fine. Can you give me your...
Can I put these back in your pocket first?
You can do. It's up to you.
Right.
Okay, lady, you can relax, okay? You can relax. I'm not running anywhere. I'm an old fart. There's about how many of you? You can relax. You can relax.
I am relaxed.
No, you are not. Anyone filming this?
We're filming it, don't worry.
Search. I didn't hear the grounds.
No, can you give him the grounds?
I have said.
He hasn't got on.
Are you going to listen to me?
While you're shouting at me, I can't hear a thing. So maybe let him repeat his grounds.
What? Can you repeat them?
Yes, we see
let
you.
him say the whole thing and don't interfere.
I'll say nothing.
Okay.
It's your mask.
You're not listening, are you? You're talking
right,
to me.
Okay, All right, okay.
You've appeared to be concealing yourself in the shop whilst you appear to be filling about with things, okay? We've come over to have a chat with you, and straight away you've been very, very anti, trying to get a word, not letting us get a word in edgeways. You're extremely nervous. Your breathing rate's up there. Okay? we think we've got something to hide.
Right.
Okay, we suspect you might have been involved in something in the shop, and therefore we're searching on the Section 1 page for any stolen items.
Right, sir.
The moment the sergeant steps in and asks for the grounds to be repeated, the officer conveniently abandons the absurd, giving evil's excuse. Why? Because even he knows how ridiculous that sounds in front of superior. Instead, he pivots to shaky behavioral cues like fidgeting and rapid breathing, try and paint a false picture of suspicion where none exists. But let's be clear, an elevated heart rate or nervous movements when you're being confronted and detained by police, especially when you've done nothing wrong, is perfectly normal. It's human nature, not evidence of wrongdoing. The officer's decision to quietly omit his original claim shows he never had confidence in it to begin with. It was always a flimsy grasp of authority, now hastily reworded in an attempt to look reasonable and save face.
I was fiddling around in the shop, and I am nervous. I am neither excitable nor am I highly strung. There is no grounds here at all, none.
Can I take his cuffs off now?
You can do.
Okay.
You should have taken them off 5 minutes ago.
Well, not while you're behaving the way you are.
Listen, sir, I am being denied my liberty and freedom, my right to locomotion, because this lot have had a little feeling in their tummy that something went on. For the record, I will not be providing any details.
No, well, you haven't got to. No one's asked you to.
He did, and he did.
They've asked you for them and you've refused them, and that's fine.
Well, why would they ask me when it's going to say on your ticket that you're going to give me that I'm not obliged to?
Well, we can't give you anything because we don't know who to give it to.
You just searched me, you just detained me. I want a slip.
Listen, Bishopsgate Police Station, which is where we're from, you can go to Bishopsgate Police and there will be a record made of it. However, we can't. You're not giving us any details, so we can't send you anything, can we?
No, sir, it says on the slip, I'm not obliged to provide any details.
Not. But if you want us to give you some details of it, we can't give them to you. We can't do it right now.
Right.
Listen. So you can come to the police station, give us a day or so to get them all on the system, then you can come and collect a copy.
Sure.
You can say the date, time, tape.
Right.
Constable Minnerby.
Right, I've got his number, and you.
Right,
and you. I've got it, don't worry, I've got a photographic memory. And you.
So, I'm telling you, Bishopsgate Police Station, my colleague will give you the address.
I'm taking your details, you're the OIC here.
Well, I'm the sergeant, I'm not OIC. I've not had anything to do with this search as such, because I wasn't here for when the grounds were given. It's repeating. I've come over because you seem quite excitable, and I just wanted to
so let's not, let's not start splitting hairs with terms. I know them.
You're not going to
I paid close attention to all your codes of practice. I know.
Good, okay, well, you haven't repeated any of them yet. So
haven't I? Well, what one do you want to know? Section 1? Yeah. Stolen or prohibited articles. 1984, revised in 2015, but you have to have grounds. You have to have known.
The officer gave
He
you grounds.
gave me his feelings, and he gave me grounds.
What are grounds based on?
Facts, information, intelligence.
What he has seen.
It's not what he's seen.
What did you see?
Well, what did he see?
I told you what I saw.
Oh, you're talking nonsense. All right, listen, am I being detained?
No, you can.
You're free to go. See you later.
Thank you, I'm being detained. Excuse me, please. Right, I'm nonsense.
All right, okay, well, again, this is
yeah, thank you anyway.
Just confirm nothing's actually been taken since before, no?
It's all right. Information access request. I'll be taking civil action against you and you.
All right.
So you can come to the police station, give us a day or so to get them all on the station, which is where we're from. You can go to Bishopsgate Police and there will be a record made of it.
Close attention to all your codes of practice. I know.
Good, okay.
5 minutes ago.
Well, not while you're behaving the way you are.
Listen, sir, I am being... Don't worry, I've got a photographic memory. And you...
So, I'm telling you, Bishopsgate Police for them and you've refused them, and that's fine.
Well, why would they ask me when it's going to say on your ticket that you're going to revise in 2015, but you have
to give you some details of it.
Yeah.
We can't give them to you.
You just searched me, you just detained me. I want a slip.
Listen, Bishopsgate Police.
I am nervous. I am neither excitable nor am I highly strung. No, sir, it says on the...
Because I wasn't here for when the grounds were given. It's repeating. I've come over.
I've got his number, and you. And you. I've got it, don't worry. All right, listen, am I being detained?
No, you can.
Let's not, let's not start splitting hairs.
System. Then you can come and collect a copy. You can say the date.
There is no grounds here at all, none.
Can I take his cuffs off now?
You can do.
Okay.
You should have taken them off. I was fiddling around in the shop, and
Police station, my colleague will give you the address.
I'm taking your details. You're the OIC here.
Well, I'm the sergeant. I'm not IC. I've not
feeling in their tummy that something went on. For the record, my right to locomotion, because this lot have had a little denied my liberty and freedom. My life gave me grounds.
What are grounds based on? Had anything to do with this search as such? You seem quite excited.
No, sir. Provide any
you're not.
details.
But if you want
The ticket that you're going to give me, I'm not obliged to.
well, we can't give you anything because we don't know who to give it to. No one's asked you to.
Oh, he did, and he did.
They've asked you for
Facts, information, intelligence.
what he has seen. Constable Minavie, we can't do it right now.
Right.
Listen.
So grounds. You have to have known.
The officer gave
He
you
gave me his feelings, and he gave
see.
It's not what he's seen.
What did you see?
Record, I will not be providing any details.
Well, you haven't repeated any of them yet. So
Haven't I?
no,
Well, what one do you want to know? Section 1?
However, we can't. You're not giving us any details. So we can't send you anything.
Well, what did he see?
I told you what I see. Type, right?
Slip. I'm not obliged. Stolen or prohibited articles, 1984, there's with terms. I know them.
You're not going to give
It's all right. Information access request. Oh, please. Load of nonsense.
All right. Okay. Well, again, there's a bit.
And you.
All right.
Yeah, thank you anyway.
Just confirm
Thank you.
nothing.
We're taking civil action against you and you're talking nonsense.
Keep free to go. See you later.
Thank you.
Thanks for watching. If you found this story important, please like, comment, and subscribe to support independent coverage. And don't forget to check out Crime Bodge. His channel is linked in the description.